now by Aggy Moiloa, the Deputy Director General for Inspections and Enforcement Services at the Department of Labour. Ma'am, thank you for your time this afternoon. Has the EFF overstepped its mark with this visit yesterday?
I think I'd like to respond to that by just contextualizing the work that we do as administrators. The work of ensuring that there's compliance in workplaces falls squarely within the shoulders of the inspectorate, which are duly appointed by the delegated authority. That space is highly regulated. Both the Basic Conditions of Employment Act and the OHS Act are quite clear in terms of who has got the mandate, the legal mandate to go out there and conduct compliance-related inspections.
And your thought in terms of that visit by the EFF, was there something to be said about what they did yesterday?
Pardon?
Was there something to be said about what the EFF did yesterday? Your thought on those developments?
All I can say is that whilst parliamentarians have got a responsibility in terms of oversight in ensuring that whatever it is that we report as administrators and whatever it is that we pick up in our quest of doing our work should then be collaborated and also oversighted by such oversight structures. However, administratively, the inspectorates and indeed foot soldiers should be allowed to do the work that they're meant to do. So effectively, I'll say that it is within the ball court of the inspectorate of the department to go out and conduct such visits.
Right. Let's expand on that. You have said that the work of compliance falls squarely at the door of your office. So does the department take stock of how many people who are not from South Africa actually participate in the economy, and in which sectors do we see that?
The area of regulating of foreign nationals, we've got a dual responsibility. You will know that whatever we do as the inspectorate, we find our bearing and our mandating within relevant pieces of legislation. So when it comes to issues of migratory labor and indeed what is currently in the spotlight, foreign nationals and the employment thereof, the law that regulates that is the Immigration Act, which is housed in the Department of Home Affairs. Having said that, however, we do have a role to play as the Department of Employment and Labor. The first role that we have to play from an inspectorate point of view is to make sure that whenever there is a request of what the Department of Home Affairs will call visas, either corporate or individual visas, they link up with us, and our role as the inspectorate will then be to go out to those workplaces and we inspect in terms of working conditions as well as the working environment. Secondly, our sister branch, which is Public Employment Services, do their part in terms of making sure that those work visas, obviously they'll have some skills that are required. So just to ensure that there has been a scouting of such skills within the labor market of South Africa, and there must be evidence to that regard, that the labor market has been sourced and the skills that are being potentially brought in cannot be found in the country. So basically that is what we do. In terms of determining the legality or illegality of foreign nationals that are in the country, the Department of Employment and Labor has no jurisdiction. The jurisdiction is limited to what I've outlined.
Sure. So yesterday it was truck drivers, today it's restaurants. So this perception that is out there that foreign nationals take South Africans' jobs, I guess from the work that you do as a department, you speak of conducting visits. Does the department or is the department aware of the number of people that are participating in South Africa's economy that are not necessarily from South Africa?
Like I indicated earlier, that in terms of assuring and or collecting the data, it doesn't fall within our department. What we do as a department, we look at working conditions and the work environment, whether or not there is compliance with our laws. You know, some of the laws that we administer will be the Occupational Health and Safety Act, a compliance with the Unemployment Insurance Act, and so on. So in terms of us determining the numbers of foreign nationals that are in the country, it is not within the jurisdiction of the department. So that information would not be available from us.
Ma'am, in your statement, you note that there's a process of working out the regulations relating to employing foreign nationals. Where are you in that process?
We are in the process of developing a public employment policy. And what we're trying to do as well is to regulate the quotas in relation to various sectors. We're still busy with the process, and unfortunately, I cannot tell you exactly where we are, but there is substantial work that has been done, and it's done by the sister branch that I indicated to earlier, which is the Public Employment Services.